So guys, I'm staying with this lady that's supposed to be helping me, the one that y'all know about, that took me in and stuff like that. She said I could stay here if I pay rent and stuff like that, like a tenant. So I'm renting out the bedroom, and I just been renting it out, giving her rent money, $300 a month. Sometimes like, or double it, because I want to like pay myself so I can have like do stuff, pay my off my other bills. But she's been like really complicated, like nagging me. Like she's always nagging, like, and I think she's like used up of like control, because she's like always trying to control him, her husband, her ex-husband that lives with us. He's not my husband, he's not my dad, she is not my mom. She's just somebody that I met when I was homeless. And she's talking about, well, higher expectations of me paying rent, that I have to go all out for them or something, just because they gave me a place to stay, like using that tactic mode on me. I feel she's using that tactic mode on me, like psychologically, just because they gave me a place to stay. First of all, it was her decision for letting me stay at the house, not his. So I don't know why she's using him as the tactic mode. It's his house, but I think it's her house too, because she said. But she's using him as a tactic mode. And he cooked last night. I didn't even know he cooked, because she was in the hospital yesterday. Well, I was in my room like mostly like all day yesterday, just chilling in my room. So I didn't know he cooked. And he left a lot of dirty dishes that he didn't wash after he cooked. And so she got back. She said she done them. And she was like, well, you need to help out more. You need to like help with the dishes, perk the dishes up and stuff like that. Well, I'm like, I really don't want to wash dishes after your man and stuff. I don't want to like clean after him, because he is not my man. And I don't have a man to take care of, you know? So why should I take care of somebody else's man, being that I'm already taking care of him, like paying y'all rent? And you're going with like higher expectations, want me to clean after him. I'm telling her like, I don't want to do that. I feel it's not right. And she's saying I'm using that as an excuse to be selfish. And that's not how I was thinking. My process was, I don't want to clean after your man. If you want to clean after him every time he messes the house up or be's dirty, you can do that, because that's your ex-husband, your husband, not my husband. I was the girl that was brought in your house. Like, you shouldn't be like putting high standards on me like that. Being that I'm paying your rent and stuff like that. Like, what more does she want from me? And she keeps knocking on my door, telling me like, asking me questions like, you keep staying in the room. Like, in my mind, I'm like, that's none of your business if I'm staying in my room. Why aren't you happy that I'm using the room? I'm not depressed or nothing. I'm just staying in my room. I was reading my Bible. I wasn't bothering y'all. And she's talking about, I want you to feel like the whole house is yours, and that you don't have to treat it like a hotel. I'm like, I don't even know what she's talking about. I'm just treating the room as a room I'm renting, but I know I have the whole house included to me. And she doesn't understand that. Like, I'm appreciative of the whole house and stuff like that. I mopped the floors yesterday, but she didn't know that until I told her yesterday when she knocked on my door. But she's always nagging at me and stuff like that. just to nag. And I feel like she's trying to like change me to become something for people to accept me. I'm like, I don't need to change myself for people to accept me. People can accept me, they won't accept me. And she's saying I'm taking advantage of them and stuff like that. I'm paying your rent. Like, what are you talking about? Again, it's ridiculous. I do clean after my dishes every time I use it. Every time I cook, I clean up. I wash them after I'm done. He doesn't do that. He lets dishes in the sink and stuff like that. And then she's mad and stuff about that. Like, you need to be mad at him, not me. And I know you're supposed to like help people and stuff like that, but not to a higher standard. Like, they're gonna treat you like a doormat and take advantage of you. That's what I'm saying. Have to be careful. Like, there's a lot of like crazy stuff. Like, she's saying, like, I didn't ask her all that stuff about me staying in the room and stuff like that. I didn't ask her all that. Like, why can't she just worry about the rent money and stop so worried about me? Like, give me my freedom. Like, I'm not even bothering y'all. You're out there tripping about me staying in the room. And then when I was going outside, she was calling me, nagging at me when I was walking outside, talking about you go out too much and all this type of stuff. Now I'm staying in the house more. Now she's complaining about that. Like, nothing never good enough for her. And these people are not like Christ-minded. They're not Christians as living for God or stuff like that. So that's why she lives with a man that she's not married to. She wants to clean after him every time he dirties up, and that's why he doesn't clean after himself. And that's why she said she moved the first time, because he was like real messy and stuff like that, and she couldn't handle it, so she moved out. That's how she had that apartment that she was in. And then she moves back in because she's trying to make a good living for me, because she didn't want to see me on the streets. So she went back to him. And that's what I was least suspecting. I don't know. And now she's complaining again about him, the house being messy, him dirtying up, leaving his clothes, like his dirty clothes, laying around and stuff like that. And she has to clean up after him and stuff like that all the time, which is not normal for a man. And I don't have a man, so I shouldn't be cleaning up after a man. That's what I'm talking about. That's how I feel. I'm already helping you guys pay rent. And she's talking about, oh, that little bit of money is not going to go far. I'm like, what are you trying to say? You want more money? Because if you want more money, you can rent from somebody else and they can give you more money. Charge them more. Since my rent money that you asked for is not good enough. And this is why I don't see myself staying here, because I can't deal with all that nagging at me, trying to change me, telling me what to do. Because she's used to that stuff. She's used to controlling him, telling him what to do with his finances and all that type of crazy stuff she does. Bosses him around and stuff like that. I don't want to deal with that. I don't need people bossing me, controlling me, trying to change me. We was cleaning that darn house when we first moved in there. I was helping them clean, and it wasn't even my problem to do that because some other girl was living there, and she tore the house up, and he left the house be torn up, trash everywhere. We had to clean the floor. I had to mop it. I had to do like help them with stuff and stuff like that. I was helping them. I'm mopping the floor and stuff, always living there. And I was doing their dishes, and then I stopped doing it because I got tired like doing after him, because he's gonna feel like it's okay for me to clean up after him just because he works. It doesn't matter. I'm paying you rent. Like, it's not an excuse. Like, it's ridiculous. Crazy, man. Be careful. And she's like, I don't want to see you in the room all day and all this type of stuff. Like, well, it's my decision if I want to stay in my room. Like, what is it with you? I'm not depressed. Thank you for checking up on me. I'm not depressed or nothing like that. But I'm just paying my rent and just chilling in my room, reading my Bible. I don't understand. If I want to have my own dishes in my room, that's me. Like, I pay rent. I'm allowed to have my own personal dishes if I like to use personal dishes. My favorite dishes I like to use. Has nothing to do with them. Like, they're so, like, I like to do stuff like my way. Like, I like to do stuff my way, as if I want to have my own dishes, like, it shouldn't bother her. Like, I don't know what's wrong with her. She's just a naggy person. Nagging. And it's not going to change either. Like, it's going to keep going, like, getting worse. The nagging stuff. I'm like, give me a break. I was in my room yesterday reading my Bible, and I hear this knock on the door, and then I open it. She keeps complaining about me staying in the room. I told her I was reading my Bible. I don't understand that. So I don't know what's going to happen. Like, living here, I'm probably just going to save my money up and just leave from here. Because I don't like, I want to be paying my rent and like help her like mop the floors and stuff like that. What I've been doing, taking out the trash for her and stuff. But I'm not going to go high standards like she thinks, of expectations, and be paying rent too. Like, there's a certain extent that you can do things, but not let people try to take advantage of you or think you're like some doormat or something. And I'm not gonna be definitely clean after no man. That's not my man. I'm sorry. She was talking about, oh, he goes for work and stuff like that. Like, what is that supposed to mean? He goes to work. So you're saying I'm supposed to clean after him because he goes to work? No, he's not my man. He can clean after himself, or you clean it, because that's your husband. I don't have a husband. Why should I be treated as I have a husband? I'm freaking single. And even if I did have a man, he would clean up after himself. Freaking golly man, Christian man that knows what it is to be a man. He's not a Christian. He's a worldly man. Like, that's why, like, he thinks it's cool for us to keep cleaning after him. Me, exactly. If he's not my husband, he's not my boyfriend, he's not my husband, that's her man, her husband. And she is not my mom. She's some lady I met. So she shouldn't be doing that stuff. She invited me to dinner and stuff like that. I said, I'm not hungry. I don't eat that stuff. I don't eat meat. I don't eat much meat. I don't eat hot dogs. Probably like a choice eater. Most likely. I only eat the certain foods like fish or chicken. Sometimes I eat chicken, but not ever. I mostly eat fish. Or eat vegetables mostly, or eggs. An egg diet. I try not to eat a lot of meat because it's not good for you. So I was like, I'm not hungry. And they ate in dinner and stuff like that. I didn't wash some dishes in the sink yesterday because I didn't know he cooked. So I don't know how she's yelling at me for that, because I didn't realize he cooked yesterday. He's usually saying, up knocking on my door saying, hey, I cooked something. But I think he should act funny, like mostly times, like snobby attitude, like he doesn't really want me there. But he's just letting us slide because of her. He doesn't even say much to me. It's only her conversating with me, being nice to me and stuff like that. But he cooked yesterday and I didn't know he cooked. So there was a lot of dishes and she's complaining to me about it. I'm like, how you complaining to me about his dishes that he made a mess about, that he dirtied? He's the one cook, he dirty. Why didn't he wash them and put them in the dishwasher? If he knew that you was in the hospital, had a bad back, why wasn't he man enough to put the dishes in the dishwasher and have sense to do that after he was done cooking, so she wouldn't have to do it? I don't know, guys. It doesn't make any darn sense. And then she's complaining to me about it when it's not my fault. It's not my fault how that house got torn up either. Trying to charge me for a maid. Trying to charge money out of me for a maid. Like $200. She's saying, I need extra $200 to buy a maid. I'm like, he is the one that should be paying for a maid because he's the one that tore the house up. I just moved in there not too long ago. That's not none of my problem that the house is torn up like that. I helped y'all the best I could. I even swept down the steps, vacuumed it, and it got messy again. That stuff is not right, though. Stuff is not right, man. There's a point in life where you can help somebody, but on the same level, you don't have to be taken advantage of or be a doormat to anybody. That's what I'm talking about. And I hate when people use Bible verses to try to, like, I don't know, they like to twist scripture a lot. Yeah, we're supposed to help people and stuff like that, but to a certain level, you're not going to be taken advantage of. You're not going to let people take advantage of you at the same level. Oh my God. So I'm going back here to her house. There's no way she should not be complaining about me going outside and stuff like that. And she was listening to him, and I told her, like, in the message, I don't need you to lecture me to go outside. And she's like, whispering to him, oh, she didn't go out for a week. I'm like, so what? I can go out. I can stay in the house, like, as long as I want to, long as I'm not depressed. And it's not because of depression. It's just because I didn't want to go outside. And she's, like, nagging at me. Like, that's annoying. Just nagging at me because I didn't go outside for a whole week. This is like the second time doing that. She keeps asking me, am I all right? I tell her, yeah, I'm all right. I'm not depressed. And she keeps saying, it's not good to stay in the room all day, all this type of stuff. It's not good to, like, think that much in the one room, like, in the room like that. I'm like, I didn't ask you for your 2 cents about that. Thank you for your opinion, but it's like a control thing. Like, let me do me. Like, if I want to stay inside, like, it's crazy to go through this.